Magandang buhay mga bata! Tara, samahan ninyo akong matuto kasama si
Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell for more videos. Thank you! Revised K-12 Curriculum, Music and Arts, Grade 5, Quarter 2, Lesson 1 to 2. Our topic for this week is about concept of creative works and its mediums, patterns, symbolisms, and other relevant practices. This is Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Let's start! Learning competency. Categorize relevant creative works based on the use of mediums, patterns, symbolisms, and other relevant practices. Example, use of rhythm and tempo, choice of motifs or symbols, materials, medium, etc. in their region during the early Philippine period. Learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, the students will be able to A. Explain the concepts of creative works and its mediums, patterns, symbolisms, and other relevant practices. B. Identify various creative works from their province or region during the early Philippine music and arts. C. Classify creative works of the province or region based on the use of mediums, patterns, symbolisms, and other relevant practices such as the use of rhythm and tempo, choice of motifs and symbols, materials, and mediums. Content, concept of creative works and its mediums, patterns, symbolisms, and other relevant practices. Creative works from their province or region during the early Philippine music and arts. Creative works of the province or region based on the use of mediums, patterns, symbolisms, and other relevant practices such as the use of rhythm and tempo, choice of motifs and symbols, materials, and mediums. Characteristics of early Philippine conventional and contemporary performing and visual arts. Week 1, Day 1. Let's have first a short review. Activity 1, Decoding Symbols. Look at the different tribal symbols and guess the meaning of each symbol. Answer the following questions. Number 1. What do you think is being shown in the image? Answer. I think the image shows different kinds of old designs or patterns. They look like symbols that mean different things, like animals, plants, or things in nature. Number 2. Do you have any idea where to find these symbols? Answer. Maybe these symbols can be found in tattoos, clothes, blankets, or baskets made by our ancestors or by people from the mountains or tribes. Number 3. Can you choose one and try to guess the meaning of that symbol? Possible answer. I choose the Inar Archan, which looks like a ladder. I think it means going up or reaching dreams because ladders help people go higher. 4. What do you think is the importance of symbols and why there is a need to know how to read these symbols? Answer. Symbols are important because they tell stories about people's lives, beliefs, and culture. We need to know how to read them so we can understand our history and respect the traditions of our ancestors. Lesson purpose, activity 2, culture. Instruction, this activity starts with a fun picture hunt. Pupils will search for pictures hidden around the classroom. Each picture relates to early Philippine arts and music. Number 1, after finding a picture, pupils will group themselves based on the province named on their picture. The provinces will be from Region 4A, Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, Rizal, and Quezon. Number 2, the pictures are color-coded accordingly. Yellow for medium, red for pattern, and blue for symbolism. Number 3, pupils will paste their pictures on the board according to the color of their picture. Number 4, the teacher will give a brief lecture explaining the concept of creative works, focusing on the mediums, patterns, symbolisms, and other relevant practices. Guide questions. Number 1, what are some common things you noticed in the arts and music from different provinces in Region 4A? Possible answer, I noticed that the arts and music from Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, Rizal, and Quezon all use designs from nature like plants, animals, and shapes. They also have bright colors and patterns that repeat. The music has traditional instruments and songs that tell stories. Number 2, how do the materials, designs, and symbols used in early Philippine arts and music show the culture and history of each province? Possible answers, the materials show what is around them, like bamboo, wood, leaves, and clay. The designs and symbols tell about their beliefs, daily life, and what is important to them, like family, farming, or bravery. It shows how creative they were and how they used art to tell their story. Number 3, why is it important to learn about the old arts and music from our region? How does it help us appreciate our culture today? Possible answer, it is important because we learn where we came from and how our ancestors lived. It helps us respect our culture and be proud of it. When we know about old arts and music, we can share it with others and keep it alive for the next generation. Unlocking content vocabulary. Unscramble the given jumbled words to find the correct answer. First, the materials or methods used by an artist or musician to create their work. In art, this could refer to paint, clay, digital media, etc. In music, it could refer to the instruments or electronic tools used. Answer, mediums. Second, repeated decorative designs in art or recurring sequences of sounds in music. In art, patterns can create texture and visual interest. In music, patterns can establish themes and structure within a composition. Answer, patterns. Third, the use of symbols to convey deeper meanings or represent ideas and concepts. In art, this might involve visual symbols that suggest specific themes or messages. In music, certain motifs or musical ideas might symbolize particular emotions or narratives. Answer, symbolism. Fourth, the systematic arrangement of sounds and silences in time, creating a beat or tempo in music. In art, rhythm can refer to the flow and movement created by the repetition of visual elements. Answer: rhythm. Fifth, the speed at which a piece of music is played, typically measured in beats per minute or BPM. In the context of art, tempo might metaphorically describe the pace and flow of a visual narrative or the movement of the viewer's eye across a piece. Answer: tempo. Week 1, Day 2. Explicitation, Activity 3, Unlocking Your Inner Detective. Number 1, distribute flashcards to the pupils. Each card contains words that is connected to the lesson. For example, pottery. Then, the meaning of the word is at the back of the card. Second, the teacher will call the students or pupils one by one and show their postcard and read the description written at the back of each card. Possible words in the card: indigenous, o maliwanag na buwan, vase, and lutes. Ethnic, pottery, Holy Week, instruments. Some of the arts related to the early music in Region 4A are intricately carved bandurias, lutes, and harmonias featuring ornate designs and inlay work. These instruments would often be adorned with motifs inspired by nature, local folklore, and religious symbolism. Traditional Barong Tagalog shirts adorned with delicate embroidery depicting indigenous flora and fauna as well as geometric patterns. Tapi skirts featuring intricate beadwork and embroidery, often worn during cultural performances and festivities. Elaborately carved wooden panels and furniture showcasing intricate floral patterns, religious iconography, and indigenous motifs. Inlay work on musical instrument bodies, furniture, and religious artifacts using materials such as mother of pearl and ivory. Murals depicting scenes from Philippine history, folklore, and mythology, often found in public spaces such as town plazas and church walls. Public sculptures commemorating local heroes, historical events, and cultural traditions. Clay vessels and pottery featuring intricate designs and patterns, such as the Kalatagan pottery, known for its distinct black and white geometric motifs. Sculptures depicting deities, mythical creatures, and everyday life, crafted using traditional clay sculpting techniques. Echoes of history exploring early songs. Examples below are from Region 4A, Quezon, Kundiman. This genre of traditional Filipino love songs originated in Batangas and is characterized by its smooth, flowing, and gentle rhythm. Through Kundiman songs are now known throughout the Philippines. Many of the earliest ones originated in Batangas. Pabasa, a traditional chant usually sung during the Holy Week as part of the Passion or the Passion of Christ. Quezon is known for its unique version of this traditional chanting. Laguna o Maliwanag na Buwan, a traditional song often associated with the province of Laguna. It has been passed down through generations and reflects the early musical traditions of the region. Rizal, ang Dalagang Pilipina. This traditional song praises the virtues of a Filipina and is widely believed to have origins in the early musical traditions of the Rizal province. Cavite, tayo na sa Antipolo. While the lyrics suggest Antipolo, this song is traditionally associated with Cavite due to the region's historical ties to pilgrimage practices. Week 2, Day 1. Worked example, activity number 4, Festidoll costume. Create a unique and colorful paper Festidoll with a costume that reflects the medium's patterns and symbolisms of the Kundayan Festival or Garden Festival of Bae, Laguna. The activity will be done while listening to the song Bagong Bae for inspiration. Number 1. Gather all materials needed for the activity. The teacher will play the song Bagong Bae in the background to set the mood and provide inspiration. Number 2. Cut out a simple doll shape from construction paper. The shape should include a head, torso, arms, and legs. If preferred, use a template for the doll shape to ensure uniformity. Number 3. The costume should show medium, pattern, and symbolism. In medium, they can use green construction paper to represent the greenery of the garden festival. Cut out a dress or outfit for the doll, or decorate the outfit with small cutouts of leaves or use real small leaves if available. In pattern, draw or glue printed flowers patterns onto the outfit. Use bright colors to mimic the vibrant flowers of the festival. Add patterns with markers or crayons such as vines, petals, and other floral designs. Incorporating symbols will not be hard since the festival's theme is about flowers. They can draw or glue small symbols of flowers, leaves, and garden tools like tiny spades or watering cans. Add elements that symbolize the community spirit and unity celebrated during the festival, such as small hearts or hands. Number 4. Use markers or crayons to add facial features and hair to your doll. Decorate the doll with glitter, sequins, or other decorative items to make it festive and colorful, only when it is available. Number 5. Once all pupils have completed their dolls, arrange a mini exhibit in the classroom. Each student can share the inspiration behind their doll's costume and how it reflects the Kundayan Festival. Guide questions. Number 1. What elements from the Kundayan Festival did you include in your paper Festidoll's costume? Which patterns, symbols, and mediums did you use and why? Possible answer. I put flower patterns and bright colors on my doll's costume because the Kundayan Festival is about gardens and flowers. I used green paper to show plants and leaves. I also made a round fan with a flower design to show the festival's colorful decorations. Number 2, how did the song Bagong Bae inspired your creativity while making your doll? Did the music help you come up with any specific ideas or designs? Possible answer. The song Bagong Bae made me feel happy and excited, like there is a parade. While listening, I thought of people dancing with flowers. It gave me an idea to use more colors and to make my doll look like it is moving and dancing too. Number 3, what do you think is the most important part of your doll that represents the Kundayan Festival? Is it the flowers, the colors, the symbols, or something else? Why? Possible answer. The most important part is the flower designs and the bright colors because they show what the festival is about. The fun with the flower shape is special too because it looks like the blooming gardens in Bae, Laguna. It reminds people of unity and happiness in the community. Week 2, Day 2. Lesson activity, Theater Bingo. The pupils will be given bingo cards. Each bingo cards are filled with different words related to early Philippine music and arts. The teacher will show a local video of theater titled Lamang, an ethno-epic musical. The pupils need to carefully watch the theater and encircle the word whether the theater used it. The first student who will complete a pattern, whether it's a horizontal, vertical, or slant, will win and receive a prize. And here's the bingo card. Let's read the words. B. Ethnic, early music, bandurria, ritual, ancient symbols. I. Floral, pottery, early dance, hymns, weapons. N. Feather, mural, embroidery, metal, tradition. G. Clay, harmonia, tattoos, gong, painting. O. Religious, tribal, bahag, gestures, war music. Guide questions. Number 1. What one word from your bingo card that you found during the theater performance and how was it shown? Possible answer. One word I found was bandurria. It was shown in the part where the background music was being played using Filipino traditional instruments. I heard a string instrument that sounded like a bandurria. Number 2. Which part of the theater performance did you find most interesting and why? Possible answer. The most interesting part for me was when Lamang fought the enemies. The music became loud and exciting, and the actors moved fast. It made me feel like I was part of the battle, and I liked the use of traditional war music and gestures. Number 3. How did this activity help you learn more about early Philippine music and arts? Possible answer. This activity helped me because I saw and heard the different traditional music, instruments, dances, and costumes used in the past. It made me realize how creative and rich our culture is. It was more fun learning while watching a theater show. Learners' takeaways. My aha moments. Before, I thought that creative works were just drawings and decorations made for fun. But after listening to the lesson, I found out that creative works in early Philippine music and arts had deep meanings like symbolisms, patterns, and rhythms that showed our culture, stories, and beliefs. And that is my aha moment. Aha! Let's have a formative assessment. What letter best answers the question? Write the letter of the correct answer. Number 1. Which art form is commonly associated with traditional Filipino love songs in Region 4A? A. Embroidery. B. Pottery. C. Carved wooden panels. Or D. Music instruments. Answer D. Music instruments. Number 2. What materials are often used in the inlay work on musical instrument bodies and religious artifacts? A. Mother of pearl and ivory. B. Clay and pottery. C. Wood and metal. Or D. Fabric and beads. Answer A. Mother of pearl and ivory. Number 3. Which song originated in Batangas and is characterized by a smooth, flowing, and gentle rhythm? A. Kundiman. B. Pabasa. C. O Maliwanag na Buwan. O D. Ang Dalagang Pilipina. Answer A. Kundiman. Number 4. Which province is known for its unique version of the traditional chant Pabasa? A. Batangas. B. Quezon. C. Laguna. Or D. Rizal. Answer B. Quezon. Number 5. What is the traditional song O Maliwanag na Buwan often associated with? A. Batangas. B. Quezon. C. Laguna. O D. Rizal. Answer C. Laguna. Number 6. Which traditional song praises the virtues of a Filipina and is believed to have origins in Rizal Province? A. Kundiman. B. Pabasa. C. O Maliwanag na Buwan. O D. Ang Dalagang Pilipina. The answer is letter D. Ang Dalagang Pilipina. Number 7. Which song is traditionally associated with Cavite due to historical ties to pilgrimage practices? A. Kundiman. B. Pabasa. C. O Maliwanag na Buwan. O D. Tayo na sa Antipolo. The answer is letter D. Tayo na sa Antipolo. Number 8. What art form is often found in public spaces like town plazas and church walls, depicting scenes from the Philippine history and mythology? A. Embroidery. B. Pottery. C. Murals. Or D. Sculptures. Answer is C. Murals. Number 9. Which art forms features intricate beadwork and embroidery often worn during cultural performances and festivities? A. Barong Tagalog shirts. B. Wooden panels. C. Clay, vessels, and pottery. or D. Public sculptures? Answer is A. Barong Tagalog shirts. Number 10. Which traditional art forms is known for its distinct black and white geometric motifs? A. Pottery, B. Sculptures, C. Embroidery, or D. Wooden panels? Answer is A. Pottery.
Maraming salamat sa panonood. Huwag kalimutang i-like at mag-subscribe para sa higit pang educational content. I-click ang bell icon para ma-update ka sa ating mga bagong video. Salamat!